Every day, hundreds of women are telling you that they like you. You just can't see the hidden signs that they're giving you. You see, women love to use specific cues. So if you know what to look for, these are definitely clear indicators of interest before you even make the first move. So today I'm going to share with you 5 signs that she's into you, but just isn't trying to show it. First, why do women even do this in the first place? For starters, she could have cultural standards in which she believes that a man should always be pursuing a woman first, even if she likes the guy a lot more than the guy likes him. Like no matter what, she is not making her interest clear. Also, keep in mind, most, if not all women are terrified of rejection. The same reason how guys are scared to approach women and let them know their interests and fear of rejection. Imagine that, but on a scale of like times 50. Yeah, not fun. And lastly, some women use this strategically in a sense to get the guy to pursue and chase them more. By showing their lack of interest, they think the guy more so is gonna pursue and try to go after her. This only works for some guys, not the guys who are smart. Now, perhaps the first sign that will tell a woman is into you, but really isn't trying to show it, or at least to some degree speak it, is the fact that she just makes herself available really, really fast. Guys, I believe this is like the #1 top indicator of interest. Like think about it. Have you ever asked a girl out on a date or maybe invited a girl somewhere who you just been having a casual conversation with? Maybe you met her on a dating app, maybe it was Instagram, maybe it was a cold approach or a warm approach or a social group. Who knows? But the point is, she was instantly available. Yeah, I'm down tomorrow. What time? Yeah, I'm free this weekend. What time? There's no, I'll let you know. There's no maybe. There's no, oh, let me check my calendar and think about it. Guys, if she's making herself available really, really fast, I'm talking within the next 1 to 3 days, that is the top indicator of interest, that even though she's not outwardly saying, oh, I like you so much, I want to get to know you, or maybe even pursuing you, her actions are doing all the talking for her. Now, it's even better if she conforms to your frame, meaning that she doesn't try to change the location date, she doesn't try to change the time. Overall, she's just allowing you to lead. 7:30, this place, I'll drive 20-30 minutes to go see you. It doesn't matter, right? Actions always speak louder than words. Now, some of you guys know, I've had experience with women not even going out on dates, like literally coming right over the place for some wine. And if she has high enough attraction towards you and high enough interest, this is actually doable and in a lot of cases acceptable, even though a lot of guys have never experienced this. And to be honest, a lot of the women who do or have came over, I've never would have gotten that sort of indicator of interest through conversation. At least it wasn't until I made the effort and I made the offer to where their actions told me everything I needed to know. So every now and then I'll go out on a date and the girl's really bubbly, very talkative, very extroverted sort of personality. And these girls tend to do fairly well in terms of covering how they really, really feel. However, if she's not like that, you'll tend to notice that some women, and this is the second sign, is the fact that she's going to be really nervous and shy around you. Once again, her body language is doing all the talking for her and she really cannot control it. Listen, you guys remember when we would go up in front of class or do these like public speeches? We all had to do them growing up, right? I know I had to do a ton of them and I was always fairly good at it. I was fairly good at masking my nervousness. However, I could always tell when somebody wasn't unconfident or prepared, right? Their voice starts shaking, their hands start trembling as they're reading the paper. And though they wanted to project confidence as much as possible, they really couldn't do anything about it because their biology and their body was overriding their consciousness or logic. And so for that reason, there was presenting nervousness. And I've seen this multiple times, not only in that environment, but also in a dating environment. So if a girl meets you, she's super nervous, her hands are trembling, even in some cases where she's not even talkative. I tell you guys to try to lead the conversation, but if a girl's really nervous, sometimes that's very hard to do because it's almost like awkward. It's like, are you okay, bro? Like, listen, I know I'm attractive. I know you're into me, but calm down. I'm just a human being. And so in some cases, there's a bit of a game plan with dealing with girls who are like too nervous or like too shy. You're gonna have to lead a lot of the conversation at first and get them to open up more and more. But this is definitely a clear indicator, once again, through her actions that, hey, I like you. I'm not trying to show it, but my body is doing all the talking for me. Now, sign number 3 is also something to do with body language, and it's something that we teach men to do to overall look more confident, and that is overall to make eye contact. See how I'm making eye contact with the camera? I've practiced it, and I'm fairly good at it. You guys need to be good at it too. However, you'll tend to notice that whenever a woman's really into you and she's not trying to show it, best believe not only is her body language nervous, but also through her eyes, which is another form of body language, eye contact. The woman just simply cannot look you in the eye. She's darting her eyes, she can't stare at you too long, makes her too nervous, she's looking down. And in a lot of cases, these women will actually pretend to be on their phone, especially when there's moments of silence within conversation. So if there's a moment of silence and she goes on her phone acting like she's doing something, or even in cases where you're not even on a date with a woman, you're walking past a woman and she looks down, pretends she's on her phone. You guys have probably done the same thing. Overall, eye contact reveals a lot. That's why you guys, once again on the opposite hand, need to make sure that you're consistently making great eye contact to show that you're not nervous and that you are confident. Whereas if a woman is making great eye contact, then honestly, that's low-key a red flag, bro. It's probably a sign that she's probably not that into you. Overconfidence, too confidence either shows that she's not into you or she's been here a million times. And we all know men like a woman with less experience and a woman like a man with more experience, all right? So keep that in mind. Now, I have a rule, and that is a rule that after first dates and definitely after sex, I'm not contacting a woman. No, not doing it. And the reason is because I've realized that whenever I've met a woman, if I made a profound impact on her, 90% of the time, and 90% of the time that I've seen a woman long term, they've always initiated some sort of contact after the first date. I'm talking, hey, I had a great time. Hey, I'm back. Thanks. Hopefully we can do this again. Hey, I had a good time. Good night. Whatever it may be, right? And no, I don't even let her know to text me. I don't say text me when you get home. I say have a good night, drive back safe. And they still text me, right? So with that being said, I found that if she's going out her way to put an effort through communication, then that's definitely, once again, another sign that she really, really likes you, but maybe isn't trying to show it in such a direct manner, especially when it comes to communicating with you on multiple platforms. Think about it. You guys are fairly familiar with social media. She's sending you memes on IG DMs. She might have added you on Snapchat. She's creating conversations with you on multiple platforms. She's sending you good morning texts. She's sending you good night texts. She wants to know how your day is going, asking what you were up to after the first few dates, right? If she starts to initiate more and more conversation, this is overall a positive and a great sign. Overall, if she's going the extra mile for you, chances are you might be her favorite destination. Lastly, if she throws out rules for you, bro, she is into you. Now, there's this popular quote in the manosphere, and that is the fact that women make rules for beta and break rules for the alpha. Now, I know we don't use the beta and alpha so much in 2024. However, it really applies especially to attraction and interest levels. If a woman usually says, I don't kiss on the first date, or I don't sleep with the guy on the first date, or I don't go over a guy's place on the first date, but she's willing to break those rules for you, maybe due to your looks, maybe due to how charismatic you were, maybe due to your personality, maybe because of how comfortable you make her feel, chances are she's really into you, and maybe she's not really going to try to show it. And sometimes these are things that you don't even know. You don't know if she made the last guy she saw wait to the 5th date, but she's over here making out with you on the first date within 20 minutes of seeing you. You don't know if she slept with a guy, after the guy has made her his girlfriend, and now she's sleeping with you on the 2nd date. You never know. And you can ask questions if you really want to know, but that's a risky route. However, I am aware, and then sometimes women will express the fact that, hey, I don't usually do this. Now, we all know that could definitely be a lie. However, sometimes you can actually tell if a woman is serious or not. And this is going to be up to you reading those body language cues and kind of how she is, how she comes off, how she presents herself. Like if a woman is saying, I don't usually do this, but she got like thigh tattoos, piercings everywhere, nipple piercings, like, bro, come on. But, she's a Christian woman and she's in church. If she's religious, if she's, just overall gives off good girl qualities and truly saying that, then chances are it could be true. It could be true. And that's just the fact that she's breaking the rules for you. Listen, I always want to be the guy where women break rules for. I can't be the guy where women are creating rules for. In fact, if I'm seeing that rules are being created with me, I will proudly let that woman go. And I have done it multiple times. Now, some of these signs definitely showcase how women could be potentially addicted to you. However, in this video, I go over 5 social skills that will actually make women addicted to you. So be sure to watch that one next.